on this. Mr. Zakade, what do you make of this? And is this basically, okay, let's look at it in two ways. Is this shedding light on the filth that exists, within the system? Or do you think this is, a one-off scenario which will be dealt with and forgotten later on?
So, Vineet, this is very important, as earlier speakers have spoken about this. And let me tell you, I have been part of the system for 34 years, and not this kind of behavior I have observed earlier, at least when the officers are on probation. This is extreme case. If it is true, it's really shameful if it is true. And I have demanded that it should be thoroughly investigated and then action should be taken. But action cannot be taken also. That is also not the case. Action can be taken, and some officers have faced it and some officers have been terminated also. But here, what has happened? Like she has misused the position. She has misused her father's this influence and everything. Now, this is one thing that what she has been doing. Let's understand what probation period is. Probation period doesn't give you any power at all. Power of all the officers, IAS officer, IRS or whatever IPS officers, it flows from the powers of the post and not as a person. No officer gets power as a person like you are an IAS officer, so automatically you get some powers. No. If you are a collector, district collector or a divisional commissioner or a secretary or chief secretary, you get powers of that post. Here, the officer is on training. It's a training. And during training, you just undergo the training. The kind of things which I am hearing through social media and media, this is unheard of, like what she has been doing. But let me tell you, and I think the lady earlier said, yes, we have taken the bureaucracy to a little higher pedestal level. We need to review the whole thing, and we need to come to see. We cannot really wish away the bureaucracy. In democracy, we need to have continuance, and like what even it goes to the days of Socrates. He never liked democracy, but then to have balance and counterbalance and checks and balances for the political leadership. They do not. They are not there permanently, like Mr. Sumit has said. That they come every 5 years through a very high, most competitive process of election. But then there needs to be somebody who's experienced, who will be continuity, and for that bureaucracy is there. And these 6,700 IAS officers are supposed to behave very responsibly to take the responsibility of running the administration. But if these kind of elements enter into the service, probably it is not one individual that is like doing some such a strange behavior, indulging in such strange behavior, or taking away the rights of some deserving candidate. No, it's not just that. It is like we are failing the country then. Like if such elements enter into the administration, it is threat to the democracy itself. So this is to be taken seriously. Now, she may be misusing it, but whether our system is so porous that anybody can misuse it, like young officer can misuse it, that means the rot is inside. The person who has issued her the non-criminal certificate, their action should start from there. Like if you have got a wealth of 100 crores or 40 crores or whatever, and you are still issuing the non-criminal certificate, that means rot started there. Secondly, about misuse of the physically handicapped status. Now, whatever it is, I don't challenge because I do not know the details. But who has issued it and whether it was rightly issued? And before it is confirmed, she has been given the appointment. Why can't there be a system that once everything is checked and then the appointment is given? I think there's some porousness has crept into the system. We need to take review of the whole systems, and action should be taken against those who are culprit within the system to allow such behavior to flourish. Now she has been transferred from Pune to Washington. Transfer is what she is not holding any functional post. She is a trainee. She can undergo training anywhere. But one thing is that it has shaken the youth that such illegal things do happen at the highest level of bureaucracy. Probably this is going to send a very wrong signals to the bureaucracy about the youth in the country. Secondly, the faith in the system will also start failing. This is also a big threat to the democracy. Therefore, I am suggesting, and this is my wish, that it should not be considered as a case of just one Pooja Khetkar, but it is the rot that has set in the system for the last 70, 75 years that needs to be reviewed again, what could be done. And then we must march forward. We must forge the things and should not allow anybody to misuse the system.
Joyita?